Welcome to video number 1 of the year. This will be covering lesson number 1, which is constructing an equilateral triangle. Throughout the year, I'm going to be trying to get through these videos as quickly as possible. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I just want to get to the point, give you the most important information. And again, as you watch these videos, you are not expected to become an expert on these topics. You're just bringing the information you need into class, and then in class is when you're going to do your work, where you're going to be able to ask questions, you're going to be able to work with people in your group, you're going to be able to ask questions to me, and you're going to be able to really practice these skills to get good at them. So don't think, oh my goodness, I have to go into class and I have to know exactly what I'm doing. Well, you just should have an idea of what you're supposed to do, not necessarily be an expert going in. Okay, so the very first thing we're going to do is learn how to copy a line segment with a construction, and I'm going to get to that in the next screen. But what's going to be difficult about this particular lesson is that you don't have a compass with you. Now, if you do have a compass with you at home, that's good. That'll help you kind of follow along. When you don't have a compass, it's going to be a little different. You're going to have to kind of freehand it a little bit, or try to take like a string. You could make your own compass, all right, and then kind of do it like that. But again, we're just going to do the best we can with what we have here. Okay, so right here, I don't like to read stuff on the video because you can read, all right, so I don't want to bore you with that, but there are some definitions here, some vocabulary, and that's a big part of geometry is vocabulary, understanding the terminology. So just read those over. You probably know most of those. One thing you probably never heard about is a geometric construction, which is a set of instructions for drawing points, lines, and circles and figures in a plane. So basically, the types of constructions we're going to do are with a compass and a straight edge. So anytime you see here the word construction, you have to use a compass and a straight edge. You should know what a figure is. All right, two-dimensional figure is a set of points in a plane. Any set of points. Okay, so you put any set of points, and it could be a line, it could be a triangle, it could be a square. Any of those things are called figures. Equilateral triangle, you all know what that is. All sides equal. Collinear means 3 points are in the same line. Collinear, sharing the same line. Co means to share, and then a linear means line, basically. So sharing a line. So collinear, I'll give you an example of collinear points. Boom, boom, boom. See how all those points line up? Those 3 points are collinear. Okay, 3 or more. It could be 4, 5, 6. It could be infinite number of points. All right, and the length of a segment, this is really important. Very, very important right here. You may not know this. The length of a segment, AB, so you've seen this before. AB with a bar over it, that means line segment AB. So that would be like if I put A here and then B here. There's line segment, right? Whatever the length of that is, it's the distance between points A and B. I mean, that kind of makes sense, doesn't it? You measure from how far it is from A to B, right? Whatever that distance is, that's the length of AB, okay? So whenever you see just 2 letters put together, this right here, this is the important part. Whenever you see just 2 letters next to each other, that means the distance between them. So if I say AB, that's the distance from A to B. If I say RT, that's the distance from R to T, from point R to point T. Got to keep that in mind throughout the course. Now this right here, this copy a line segment, I have on a separate slide. All right, so we're going to do that now. How to copy a line segment. Very, very, very simple. So what we're going to do is we're going to take I'm going to take the ruler. If you don't have a ruler, anything can be used as a straight edge, guys. Fold a piece of paper in half and you got a straight edge. Okay, so everyone do that now. Get yourself a ruler or a straight edge. What we're going to do here is draw any length line. It's got to be longer than this. All right, so there we go. All right, so there. Now, obviously, this line segment's not a copy of that one, okay? But what we're going to do is put any random point on that line right there. So there we go. So let's call this A and call this B, and we'll call this A prime. A prime means it's the image of A after the copy. So we're copying A. There's the copy, okay? Now I need to copy B. Well, it's actually very simple. You take your compass, put your compass point on A. See how that goes? The point of the compass, that's called the compass point, and then this is the pencil. So compass point on A, pencil on B. Oops, that's not correct. Undo that. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so pencil on B. There we go. Pencil on B, and then you just make an arc with your pencil. Okay, so if you don't have a compass, just try to do it the best you can freehand. So there you go. So now see this compass right here? See this compass? Woo-woo! I haven't moved it. It's the same setting. Look at, I'm moving it all around, but look at, I put it right back there, and it's the exact same setting as what I had. Okay, it's the same exact length as what I just had. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this compass and I'm going to put it, the compass point on A prime, and then the pencil is wherever it is, right? Now, boop, boop, make an arc right there, and there it is. So now with your pencil, with your actual pencil, you got point B prime. Because you use the compass to measure. So when we say measure in a construction, I'm not talking about measure with the ruler. It's you measure with the compass. Even though you're not going to get an actual measurement, you're not going to get like 3 inches, 4 inches. It doesn't matter. It's whatever this measurement is, you're just copying it down here. Okay, so that's how we copy a line segment. So there it is. So A to B, A B, A prime, B prime. They're the same length. Very, very simple. Why do we need to know that? Well, we want to construct an equilateral triangle. Like we said, an equilateral triangle has 3 equal sides. So you need to copy a line segment, basically. So what we want to do is copy this line segment. We want to get this length right here. Oh, we're not going to be able to do it unless I move this stuff right down a little bit. Okay, so compass point on A, and then I'm going to move the pencil to B. So what I have right now, everybody see what I just did? Right there, see this compass? I'm moving it all around, but I still have the length of A to B. So I measured A to B with my compass. Here it is. All right, I'm going to keep that setting right there. Okay, I'm going to put, now I'm just going to move my screen back up a little bit because I don't really need that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mark point A. I'm just going to mark a point right here. Any point, doesn't matter. I'm not even going to call it anything. Okay. Oh, you know what? I'm going to move it over a little bit. Just because I'm going to run out of room, I think. Ooh. Okay, so there's a point. Any point. Put the compass on that point, right in the middle of that point. I made it kind of thick just so you could see it, but it shouldn't be real thick. And then what you're going to do is you are going to make a circle. Okay, I made a circle. But the distance from here to here is like the radius of the circle. So now what I can do is put any point on that circle is going to be this distance, right? No matter where I do it. Okay, if I would have put the point right here, if I would have put it here instead, it's still the same distance to the radius. Okay, so now I could take my compass, put it right on that new point, and I could swing another circle. See that? Now look what happens. I have another point right here, or I could have done this point down here. It doesn't even matter, right? And these 3 points are the same distance from each other because I used the same setting. I didn't change the compass setting. See that? Right there, same distance, right? If I go like that, right there, same distance right there. If I flip it around, put it over here, once again, same distance. See, right there. Look at that. Okay, so the exact same distance. You're always going to hit those points. So now I just connect, boom, boom, boom. So with my straight edge, now kind of hard. It takes time for me to get the ruler going here. So then I connect with a straight edge. All right. Connect with a straight edge. And then again, connect with a straight edge. I'm just going to save you time and just kind of do it freehand here. But see how you can notice it's freehand? Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. Don't do as I say, not as I do. Okay? Because that is very noticeable, and you'll lose points on a quiz or test for that. All right, for example 2, we're going to now construct an equilateral triangle inscribed in a given circle. So they're giving you a circle, and they're saying, put an equilateral triangle inside that circle. Inscribed means the points have to be on the circle. Okay, that's what the word inscribed is indicating right there. Inscribed. Okay, so what we do for this one is we mark any point on the circle, and that's going to be the radius right there. So we're going to put our compass right there. Okay, and let's get that radius, right? That radius length. There it is. Okay, now turn your compass around. Put that compass point on on your point that you had, okay, and swing that compass around to create another circle. I'm just going to do a half a circle because I don't want to go into the other drawing, into the other construction. So see that right there? By doing that, you have now created 2 points on the circle, right? And that's your first. That's the one side of the equilateral triangle. Wow. I don't know why that ruler's not working. Okay, so my ruler's not going to work here, but that's all right. So there's one side of the equilateral triangle, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna find that setting with our compass. Okay. Is that it right there? Right about there. Okay, there is the setting. It's a little bit off. It's off by a little bit. But we're going to make another arc and go to the other side. So what we did is we made a third point over here, and it's pretty close. So this distance here, it goes like this. So again, with the straight edge, connect, and then connect here. And there's our equilateral triangle. Okay, these are all the same length because what you did is you copied. You took from this setting right here. We didn't move it. Once we got it, we didn't move it. Okay, but it had to be from the 2 points you created. I know that's messy, but for some reason my ruler's not working, so we're gonna have to freehand it. All right, you do the best you can. You guys got a straight edge. All right, and then here, construct a square inscribed in the provided circle. All right, so to do a square, what we're gonna do is we need a diameter. Now, unfortunately, if this isn't working well, I'm going to try it one more time, but okay, let's see. Maybe it'll work now. It looks like it's going to be working now. I got it. For a square, you draw the diameter and put notes down here. Draw a diameter. Okay. And there it is. Okay, now it's working. Yay. All right. And so now once you draw the diameter, you get 2 points. Okay. Now, those 2 points are going to be 2 points of our square. So now we need a point up here and a point down here that are directly above and below the center point. All right. So what we're going to do is put your compass point on one of your points, on one of your new points. So we're on the point. There's one of our circles, and then we move it to the other one, and swing it again. So what that did is that created a point here. Oops, and I moved it. Undo. So that created a point here and a point here. They're directly above and below. So now if we take our straight edge, rotate that around. Easier if I do it with my compass, with my, oops. Wow. Too much stuff here. Technology, not good. Extend it up a little bit. I have an extendable ruler. Alright. That's pretty close. And then we draw down, we connect down those 2 points that we made. Alright, and what that did is that created a point right here on the circle and a point right here on the circle, and as you can see, boom, 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 that's going to give you a square. Okay, that's going to give you a square. So I'm going to connect those with the straight edge, but I'm not going to use a straight edge right now, just in the interest of time, and it's getting a lot longer than I wanted. Boom, 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 and then boom. So you got to get 4 points that are the same distance from each other, and there it is, a square inscribed in a circle. And again, you probably didn't get anything out of that right there, and that's okay. Just, I want you to see what the constructions are. We're going to practice these in class tomorrow. That's when you're really going to learn how to do this. And then you're going to do it again the next day, all right, and really get good at it. So don't worry about if you didn't get that right there. See you tomorrow.